That's much better. Hello, this is King Maxi Jacob Forever, and I'm going to be reading the double episode special part of my Skatoony series. Now, it's currently 10:30, but I figured I'd make this special anyway, just to get it over and done with. Now, before we begin, there were some errors I made with this. The placements of which critters in which box, and one of the critters being replaced by another one who was eliminated. Give it a minute. There we are. Yep. Rabbity is called Beavery in round 2 of the second part. When I get there, I'll just replace Beavery with Rabbity because it was a mistake. And because I didn't list in which critters were in which box, Red Hood 123 suggested where I should put them. Yellow, Raccoony. Red, Berry. Purple, Porcupiney. And in the second part, Red, Beavery. Yellow, Rabbity. Purple, Foxy. I'll keep the app non-refreshed just in case I need to look at it again. But now, let's get to reading the double episode special of my Skatoony series. Here we go. In the green box was a girl with long black hair named Katie. In the blue box was a boy with short dark brown hair named Milo. In the pink box was a girl with a ginger afro named Sadie. The red, purple, and yellow boxes were empty for some reason. Welcome to Skatoony, the show where kids and toons compete for prizes. Now give it up for the hosts who love beans on toast, Chud Chudders. A taxi drove into the studio. Chud came out and paid the driver. Has anyone seen my glasses? And the Earl. Yeah. The taxi drove off. What do you say, Earl? I say we meet the contestants. Say hello to Katie, Milo, and Sadie. Say, shouldn't there be 3 more? Chatters! Where are the other 3 contestants? I told you to hand out the invitations yesterday. I did! Maybe they're just running late? Late? I didn't have you hand out the invitations for them to be late. Now get out there and don't be down, y'all. We'll fill in for them. Oh, thank goodness for Gah! To Tony's, Chud's, and Earl's surprise and horror, Excuse me again. The critters were right there. The audience ran in terror. No need to be scared, y'all. We're simply here to play in honor of our Lord and Savior. This is the double episode special after all. Perhaps if we all enter, one of us would win one of, or even both the prizes. The critters all cheered excitedly. Hold it right there. None of you are participating in anything. Ah, but we gotta play Skatoony to win at least one of the prizes. How'd you even get here anyway? I helped them get here, said a familiar voice. It was Headley. Headley, I thought you were in prison. I got out early for good behavior. But not Shaw. He got sent to solitary confinement. He kept going on and on about animals taking over. It was getting really annoying. Now this shall be my revenge. Quickly and with a smug grin, Headley left the studio. I guess we don't have a choice, Earl. Fine, you can participate. The critters all cheered as Porcupiney, Berry, and Raccoony climbed into the quiz block. Raccoony's in yellow, Berry's in red, and Porcupiney's in purple. Though I always pictured Porcupiney in red, but it didn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Just get on with the show, Chudders, exclaimed Tony as he walked back to his office. Well, I guess it's time for the show. It's time to play Bang On or Bogus. I know I said this before, but I'm saying it again. Red Hood 123 Skatoony stories were easier to read because they were all in script formats. So why weren't mine written in scripts and his written in full-on stories? Huh. But regardless, let's move on. Okay, Freckle Feeds, let's run through the rules. I'm gonna say a bunch of statements to you. Some of them are true, bang on. Some others are false, bogus. When you think the statements are true, you buzz in and shout, bang on. And if you think they're false, you buzz in and shout, bogus. You got it. At the end of the round, the two lower scores get kicked off the show, and we play until, if I may make a suggestion, how about we play until the rest of the critters get ready? Ready for what? You'll see. Alright then. Oh, and I forgot my favorite part. Listen up to the rules of the game. Yeah, I forgot to edit that part in as I was written it, but luckily I remembered it. All you gotta do is stay in the game through 3 rapid-fire rounds. We're gonna knock 2 of you out at the end of round 1, then drop the second pair of losers at the end of round 2. That'll leave 2 contestants battling it out to see who goes through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. What do they win, Earl? An iPhone 7. Okay, now we can start bang on our bogus. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun. Porcupine, that's bang on. Correct. Someone solved the Rubik's Cube with one hand in 37 seconds. Sadie, bogus. Correct. It's impossible to eat 15 Ferrero Rochers in 70 seconds. Barry, bogus. It's bang on. Aw, shucks. Hang in there, Berry Bear. To power machine gun bullets, you will need to move at least 3 times the speed of sound. Milo, bang on. Correct. The restaurant Popeyes is related to Popeye the Sailor. Raccoony, bogus? Incorrect. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to America. Barry, bang on. Correct. The film Enchanted is on Disney+. Porcupine, bang on. It's bogus. Yeah, that is actually weird. Why isn't Enchanted on Disney+? It's a Disney film. Anyways, the first Walt Disney film was Bambi. Milo, bogus. Correct. Copa was founded by a 5-year-old. Porcupine, bogus. Correct. Michael Jordan has 3 children. Katie, bang on. It's bogus. And it looks like we're nearly out of time. Demons from Doom are actually defeated Nazis from Wolfenstein. Porcupine, is it bang on? It sure is. Shaquille O'Neal only starred in the film Kazam. Milo, bogus. Correct. John Wick's dog was called Andy. Barry, bang on. Correct. And I think... Okay, y'all, we're ready. And that's the end of the round. And at the end of that round, it's time to announce who's moving on and who's going straight home. And I can say, Sadie is through, Barry is through, Milo is through, Porcupine is through, but Raccoony is out of here. Aww. And so is Katie. Don't be down, Raccoony. One of us will win or both of the prizes. Like I said, Katie and Raccoony, thanks for playing. You've been fantastic fun, but you are both out of here. Hit it, Earl. Thanks for playing, but you're out of here. You gave it a go, but you're out of here. Don't hang around town, 'cause you're out of here. It's time to go, 'cause that's the show, and you're out of here. Yeah. Katie and Raccoony were ejected into the compost castle. Alright now that we're finished, we won't be needing these walls anymore. Suddenly, the walls fell down and the ceiling went missing. They were in a forest. How did we get here? While you were hosting the quiz, the rest of us moved the entire studio to our forest. I'm still upset about the pies you made me eat. You sure can carry a grudge, Bambi. And that's another thing. I keep getting called Bambi, and that brings out the worst in me. Well and true. Bambi was a male deer. The female deer was called Feline. I am a female deer. In other words, a doe. If anything, call me Feline. All right then, if you insist, Feline. Now, what's going to happen is, while Chud, Earl, and Tony build a statue of us, the critters not yet in the performance will take turns asking questions in the next game. Now, wait just a moment. Why would we build up... Squirrely's eyes turned red. Let's get started on the statue, gang. Alright now, y'all. How about we carry on Skatoony in Throw If You Know? Now, here's how this challenge goes. Us remaining critters will ask some questions. The answer will always be either circle, square, or triangle. When you think you know the answer, buzz in, reach for, grab, and throw the shape you think is the answer. Remember, if you say the right shape but throw the wrong one, it doesn't count. The answer is what you throw, not what you say. The lowest two scores get kicked off, and we play until our new statue is finished. Let's begin. SpongeBob is this shape. Milo, square. Good job. Mind if I go next? What if I want to go next? The critters all glared at each other, then became to go into a scrap ball. Foxy climbed out of it first. Now, third-dimensional shapes of these are called pyramids. Porcupiney, triangle. You got it. Beavery came out next. Now, this is the shape of planets. Milo, circle. You got it. Rabbity came out next. All right, what are my teeth shaped like? Sadie? Triangle. Sorry, but it's actually square. Mousy came up next. All right, these shapes are used to knock down pins in bowling. Berry Bear, circle. That's right. Skunky came out next. What is the Triforce from Legend of Zelda shaped like? Milo, triangle. Well done. Squirrely came up next. All right now, y'all. Who can tell me how cameras are usually shaped? Porcupiney, square. Correct. Woodpeckery came out. Okay, you can only see these shapes in Minecraft. Milo, square. That's correct, and we're almost out of time. Chickadee flew out. Alright, last question. Which shape has 3 corners? Porcupiney, triangle. Correct, and I think we're finished. And that's the end of the round, y'all. The statue was of all the Christmas critters around a Christmas tree. Now that's a statue. You happy now? Can we please move on with the quiz? Excuse me. Alright, said. Since y'all were busy with this, and by the looks of it, Milo and Porcupiney are going through at around 3. Oh my! As the only one of the critters who's a mother, I should be very careful in the final round. Also, it looks like we're saying goodbye to Sadie and Berry. Aw, cheer up, Berry Bear. Hopefully Porcupiney or any other of us will win either one of or both of the prizes for us. Nice reassurance, Squirrely. But for Berry and Sadie, you're out of here. Berry and Sadie were ejected into the compost castle. Well, now usually this is the part where Chud gives his outros, but I don't think I should include them anymore as they are becoming irrelevant, because this is a story, not the actual episode. Even though their story is based on the episodes, but regardless, let's move on. Now, it's a Kid v Critters rounds with Milo and Porcupiney. And let's start the showdown with Eggnoggin. Listen here, Funky Feets, let's run through the rules. I'm gonna ask some general knowledge questions. Buzz in when you think you know the answer. Every time you answer, regardless if you get the question right or wrong, you have the chance to win a bonus point. After your every answer, you must pick out one of the eggs in front of you and hope it's a hard-boiled one. Some are hard-boiled, but some are raw, and we ain't tellin' which is which. So the only way you're gonna find out is by smashing the egg on your forehead. 1 point per correct question, and another point per hard-boiled egg. The highest score goes through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. The loser doesn't. And we play until Squirrely is no longer dizzy. What are y'all talking about? Chunt then shook Squirrely violently for a few seconds, then put him down. Wow, y'all, I can see everything. Here we go. What is the smallest type of fox? Milo. Fennec. Correct. Take an egg. The egg was raw. Too bad, Milo. How old is the main protagonist from Doom? Porcupiney. 27 years old. Correct. Get cracking. The egg was hard-boiled. Oh dear. I've now got a little headache. You've also got a bonus point. What was the year of the first Ice Age movie was released? Milo. 2002. Correct. Pick an egg. Good for you. According to the Pokédex, how many punches can a Machamp throw in 2 seconds? Porcupiney. 1,000. Correct. Take your pick. Oh dear, I made a mess. Well, clean it up. What was the very first game ever made? Milo. Pong. Correct. Take an egg. It's hard-boiled. What is Sonic the Hedgehog's real first name? Porcupiney? Sonic. It's Ogleville, but get crackin'. Too bad. How many lives is a cat said to have? Milo. 9. Correct. Pick an egg. Way to go! And I think we're nearly out of time. What is by far the most popular game? Milo. Minecraft. Correct. Pick an egg. Too bad. How many inches in a foot? Porcupiney. 12. Well done. Pick an egg. Oh well. Name something you put in a toaster. Porcupiney. Toast. Seriously? It's bread, but get crackin'. Raw. Next question. Taylor Swift has... Before Chud could finish, Squirrely starts being dizzy. I don't appreciate getting shooken like crazy. And that's the end of the round. And at the end of that, with Milo at 7 points and Porcupiney at 4 points, Milo is going through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. Oh dear, I came so close but lost in round 3. Better luck next time, Porcupiney, but in the meantime, because you were the lowest scorer... Excuse me. You're out of here. Porcupiney was ejected into the compost castle. Alright, now that the first 3 critters are out, let's play the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. Milo, you're the first contestant to make it to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge in the double episode special. To win, you have 90 seconds to score 10 points. Succeed, and you win yourself a fantastic iPhone 7. Fail, and you leave with nothing but egg all over you. How are you feeling? Eggy. Okay, if you don't know the answer to any of the questions, just shout something silly and I'll move on. Let's go. Which singer made It Feels So Good? Sonique. Correct. Is the earth flat or round? Round. Correct. Which ape has the initials DK? Donkey Kong. Correct. What game is Simon Belmont from? Castlevania. Correct. What is Ben 10's most powerful alien form? Alien X. Correct. What was Darth Vader's real name? Anakin Skywalker. Correct. Where would you find your cranium? Your brain. Correct. True or false? The sun is a planet. False. Correct. In Mortal Kombat, how many arms does a Shokan have? 4. Correct. What does SSBU stand for? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Correct, and you've done it. And you've set a Skatoony record. And I didn't even need to use my halfway deal. You have won yourself an iPhone 7. I've done it. Alright, that's it for the first half. Now let's move on to the second half. Welcome back to the double episode special, Tic-Tac-Toes. In the first part, Milo set a record and won an iPhone 7, and thanks to the critter's abilities, we were able to find 3 new child contestants, and 3 more critters have joined the other half of the double episode special. What do you say, Earl? I say we meet the next contestants. Say hello to Anthony, Beavery, Marianne, Foxy, Pat, and Rabbity. Red, Beavery, yellow, Rabbity, purple, Foxy. Alright, we are now in the second part of the double episode special. Now listen up to the rules of the game. All you gotta do is stay in the game through 3 rapid fire rounds. We're gonna knock 2 of you out at the end of round 1, then drop the second pair of losers at the end of round 2. That'll leave 2 contestants battling it out to see who goes through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. What do they win, Earl? A Nintendo 3DS. I will have it. Hopefully one of the other critters will win, y'all. Well, let's start off the next part with Bang On or Bogus. But first, now listen up, freckle farts. I'm gonna say a bunch of silly stuff. Some of them are facts, some of them aren't. Excuse that. All you gotta do is decide what's bang on true and what's bogusly false. So if you think they're true, you shout, bang on. And if you think they're false, you buzz in and shout, bogus. You got it. At the end of the round, the 2 lowest scorers get kicked off, and we play until the rest of the critters burn all those pictures of Daddy-O-5. The critters were dousing the pictures in gasoline. Here we go. In the southern hemisphere, cyclones spin clockwise. Foxy, bang on. Correct. Goldfish can only remember 3 seconds. Marianne, bogus. Correct. Stephen Hawking once declined a knighthood from the Queen. Rabbity, shucks, that's bang on. Correct. You can see the Great Wall of China from space. Beavery, that's bogus. Correct. Donald Duck's middle name is Fauntleroy. Anthony, bang on. Correct. There was a woman who walked on the moon. Foxy, is it bang on? Sorry, but it's bogus. Can you make it correct for me, Chud? Foxy asked, fluttering her eyelids. Moving on. The very first tea bags created were made of silk materials. Pat, bogus. It's bang on. The capital of Libya is Benghazi. Rabbity, bang on. Incorrect. It's illegal to be drunk while in charge of a cow in Scotland. Marianne, bang on. Correct. The one who came in first in the Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest was Charlie Chaplin. Rabbity, bogus. Correct. Michael Keaton was actually Michael Douglas. Foxy, bang on. Correct. And it looks like we're nearly out of time. The capital of Bulgaria is Warsaw. Foxy, bogus. Correct. Waluigi deserves to be in Smash. Anthony, definitely bang on. That's definitely correct. Hint, hint, Nintendo. Ben Nevis is the highest mountain in England. Marianne, bogus. Correct. And I think all pictures are burnt, y'all. And that's the end of the round. Let's announce who's through. Marianne, you are through. What a relief. Excuse me. Foxy, you are... Excuse me again. Through to round 2. Shucks, Mr. Chudders, you sure are nice to old Foxy. Anyways, Anthony and Rabbity are also through to the next round. Get in. Shucks, I was hoping I'd make it. He said, I was hoping I'd make it. He said, that means Pat and Beavery are out of here. Aw, guess it's up to Rabbity and or Foxy to win now. Better luck next time. But Beavery and Pat, with 1 point and no points, you are both out of here. Hit it, Earl. Thanks for playing, but you're out of here. You gave it a go, but you're out of here. Don't hang around town, 'cause you're out of here. It's time to go, 'cause that's the show, and you're out of here. Yeah. Beavery and Pat were ejected into the compost castle. Alright now, y'all. I invited someone to help with the next challenge. Who did you invite? It is I, said the familiar. It's me, Fernando. Fernando. That's right. I invited him so we can play Animal Swap-A-Butt. Alright, let's run through the rules. Fernando is going to show us some of his animals. However, they are not one animals. They are two animals combined into one. When you think you know the two animals, buzz in and say the two animals combined. 1 point per correct question. The two lower scores get kicked off, and we play until the skeleton crew finish writing their new rap song. Yo man, what we gonna write? Let's go! Fernando, bring out the first animal. Out came an otter. Foxy, an otter and a mole? Correct. Next, out came a hedgehog. Marianne, a hedgehog and a rabbit? Correct. Next, out came a gardener. Anthony, a monkey and an armadillo? Nope. Foxy, a gorilla and an echidna? Correct. Next, out came a squeezle. Marianne, a squirrel and a weasel? Correct. Next, out came a tortoise. Rabbity, that's a frog and a tortoise. Correct. How you doing, boys? Yo, man, we almost done. Badoo, we're almost out of time. Next animal. Out came a penrow. Anthony, an eagle and a hawk? I don't think so. Foxy, a penguin and a crow? Correct. Yo, man, we done. It'll be Oscar-worthy in it. And that's the end of the round. Okay, and at the end of that round, it looks like the ones going through are Marianne and Foxy. Just made it. My foxy tail was shaking with fear, and that means Anthony and Rabbity are both out of here. Ah, Rabbity said. Now, in this part, I accidentally put Beavery in round 2 instead of Rabbity, even though Beavery was eliminated in round 1, so I'm going to be saying Rabbity instead of Beavery. I was so close. With 0 points? Well, Anthony and Beavery, with 1 point and no points, you're out of here. Anthony and Beavery were ejected into the compost castle. Looks like it's down to Foxy to win for us. You're confident she'll win? I have my hopes, y'all. If she doesn't, we'll just take the prize by force. Oh. Welcome back to Skatoony, Chisel Chins. We go through to the Quiz Champ Challenge. We're in the frantic final rounds to see who's going to go through to the Quiz Champ Challenge and win a Nintendo 3DS. Who have we got, Earl? It's a Kid v Critter with Marianne and Foxy. And let me get this straight. If Foxy wins, the critters take the 3DS and leave us in peace. If Marianne wins, the critters will attack us all and still take the 3DS. Right, Squirrely? That's right, y'all. Right. Anyways, let's go through to round 3 in fast food. Okay, you two, let's run through the rules. I'm gonna ask one of you, in turn, a couple of questions in the time allowed. The time allowed is how long it takes your opponent to eat a bowl of food. So, the hungrier you are, the faster you'll eat and the less time your opponent will have to answer the questions. So, who will eat first? I'll go first, Foxy said, removing her dish container. It's a bowl of mashed potatoes. So, Foxy, any wise words for Marianne? Bet you can't handle my foxy body. Right. And Marianne, any wise words for Foxy? How does a fox wear a green sweater? Don't worry about it. Alright, Foxy, start eating now. How many little pigs were in Three Little Pigs? 3. Correct. What is the maximum percentage of charging? 100. Correct. How many reindeer does Santa have? 9. Correct. Which game has characters like Scorpion and Sub-Zero? Mortal Kombat. Correct. Name an animal that produces milk. A cow. Correct. Is the sun a planet? No. Correct. Which character has a weapon called the Mega Buster? Mega Man. Correct. How many... Uh-oh, Foxy's done eating. Shucks, those potatoes were warm. Marianne, you need to eat that tomato soup quick enough to stop Foxy scoring 7 points. Shucks, I need to answer quick. You sure do. Marianne, start eating now. Which limb would you wear your socks? Your feet. Correct. What was Darth Vader's original name? Anakin Skywalker. Correct. What type of transport is a kayak? A boat. Correct. Is the Jeremy Kyle show still on air? Nope. Correct. What is Fennekin's final evolution form? Delphox. Correct. How big is the... And it looks like Marianne is done eating, so it's the end of the round. And it looks like the one going through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge is... Marianne! I did it? Yes, you did. Ah, I was so close to winning. Suddenly, the critters who were ejected into Compost Castle appeared, all covered in compost. You're back! Yep, we used our powers to come back. Foxy jumped out of the quiz block. I guess since you're back, I don't need to get ejected since I already lost. Don't worry, Foxy. We'll just take the Nintendo 3DS by force. Hold it! Just because you have those powers doesn't mean you have to use them for evil. You know that, right? What are y'all talking about? Alright, now this is this moment where Chud makes a speech to the critters which causes them to reform. I had thought of an alternative ending for this chapter, where Chud tricks the critters into climbing into the quiz block, and then ejects them all back into Compost Castle, but I decided to go for this ending instead. You critters have unique powers, but you choose them for bad purposes. If you use them for good purposes, you can change the world for the better. All you're doing is scaring all the people with your activities. You're never gonna make any new friends if you keep being on the dark side. You can use your powers for good. Make new friends, real friends, and still can change everything. The critters looked at Chud emotionally, then all smiled. Y'all are right, Chudders. What we're doing is wrong. We're thinking that serving our Lord and Savior badly. We should be worshipping him in a unique way. Marianne won fair and square, and we wish her good luck in the Quiz Champ Challenge. Never expected you'd say that, Squirrely. But let's wrap up the double episode special with the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. Marianne, you both defeated and reformed the woodland critters. Now you must face the Quiz Champ Challenge. You've got 90 seconds to answer 10 questions correctly. Succeed, and you win yourself a fantastic 3DS. Nintendo 3DS. Fail, and you leave with nothing. How are you feeling? A little nervous? Okay, now if you don't know the answer to any of the questions, just shout something silly and I'll move on. Let's go. Which YouTuber wears a beanie? Charmix. Correct. Where would you find the moon? Space. Correct. How much percentage of the human body is water? 60. Correct. Which character had a past film design that was so bad it was changed? Sonic the Hedgehog. Correct. Which hero is known as the Dark Knight? Batman. Correct. Name something you plant. Trees. Correct. What film is Baymax from? Big Hero 6. Correct. What do all planets rotate around? The sun. Correct. Is the Earth flat? No. Correct. How many football players make a team? 11. Correct, and you've done it. Now, the reason I had both the final contestants win on the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge with 10 points each this time in the same video is because I just wanted to get the double episode special over with so it can be published. But let's move on. I actually did it. That's right, Marianne. With 10 points in under 90 seconds, you are the second winner of the double episode special and winner of the Nintendo 3DS. And I didn't even need to use my deal again. Y'all did well, Marianne. Us critters are gonna start anew and use our powers for the good of all the humans. That's good to hear. Well, that does it for the double episode special, Cheesy Cheeks. But make sure to come back for more Kid vs. Toon quizzing coming away real soon on Skatoony. Alright, I have read the double episode special. So, that's gonna be it for this video. See you all next time.